Hello, everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice coming good to clear for you. Please invite your friends. And today our topic, as usual, is about the cult and the garbage of Muhammad. When they say love is blind, it's true. And today we'll give you an example of the love. Let us watch together.
I have just returned from a historic trip to Europe and the Middle East. I addressed a summit of more than 50 Arab and Muslim leaders, a unique meeting in the history of nations, where key players in the region agreed to stop supporting terrorism, whether it be financial, military, or even moral support. The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level. And in the wake of that conference, nations came together and spoke to me about confronting Qatar over its behavior.
Okay. So it's time to confront Qatar, who support terrorism. And Qatar, the Muslim leaders, they spoke to Trump, ask him to do something about it. And Trump, he agreed. The one who support Qatar, terrorism, is in a high level, which means the ruler himself and his family. And then what Trump he did after? After that, Trump, he sold Qatar a big number of airplane fighters. Very high technology. What then he did? Qatar became our best friend. And did Qatar stop supporting terrorism? No. So what this guy is talking about? As soon Qatar, they heard him saying this, they came to him and said, how much you want? Name your price. And all of us, we knew about the son-in-law of Trump renting his building to Qatar. Look, in Qatar, they need the building of they need the building of the son-in-law of Trump, and they rent it for $1 billion. What you can do? Qatar is so busy, there's no place for people to live no more. So they decide to rent a building in New York. And the address of the building is 666. Very interesting. And then Qatar never stopped supporting terrorism. Before we go live, one of the idiots, he said to me, Christian friends, stick to talking to Islam. They don't want to talk about this guy. They support him blindly, stupid people. People who they are blind, they will never see. And if you cannot rebuke the one you support, that means you are a donkey. And he said in the chat, he said, you are blaming Trump, and he is not even in the office no more. Well, if Trump, he did something about it at that time, because listen, the Muslim leaders, you just heard him saying, they are the one who asked him. Not only that, Trump, not only he did not confront Qatar, in fact, he confronted the one who asked him to confront Qatar. If you go and see what happened, you will see even in the last week of Trump in the office, he forced Saudi Arabia to shake hands and leave sanctions on Qatar. If you don't believe me, go check it out. The Saudi, they were going to invade Qatar to change the regime. It was a Trump who gave them a warning. Our troops will stand against you. As we know, we have a big base for American army in Qatar. So this donkey is the one for Hamas today to be flourishing, because all the money of Hamas is coming from Qatar. Then we have another president. Is the other president is better? No. The same garbage. All of them, they are money worshippers. They don't worship God. They don't know God. They don't know even America. They have one God. Money. Biden, he went to Qatar and he gave Qatar a title, a new title, a favored friend. What does that mean? Well, Qatar is not in the NATO. So it is like, it's almost in the NATO. So instead, the other donkey of correcting what Trump he did, the same thing, because all of them, they are the same equality. In fact, you know, Biden, he did that a few days after he became president. And the reason for Biden he to do that, because this guy is not the president. The president is Obama. Obama is a Shia, and Shia is the one who sponsor Hamas, specifically Iran. So Biden is just a toy. And this is why Biden, he was so desperate to let Iran continue their nuclear program. For this is Obama. Obama, he want Iran, you know, the deal with Obama and Iran is 5 years from now, Iran can have a nuke. But this is 5 years ago, which means now they should have it, if the agreement go through. 5 years. That's all. So now they are ready to nuke Israel. So all of those who speak against Iran and against, oh, hold on, I don't want to forget Israel. The scumbag Netanyahu, he kept complaining about Iran for how many years? Even when the sanctions was in Iran, he never even did anything against Iran. He can just go attack the facility they have before Iran become today, before Iran become strong, before Hamas become what it is today and Hezbollah become what it is today. He did nothing. Additional scumbag. 2 days before the attack in October 7, just 2 days ago, before 7, which means in the 6th, in the 5th, Hamas, they march in Gaza by tens of thousands. Do you see the date? Look with me in the screen. 3 weeks ago exactly. Those are Hamas. This is Al Jazeera praising them. Al Jazeera, it's owned by, we know who, right? The scumbag, the Prince of Qatar. So they marched by tens of thousands. And what this guy was doing? Nothing. Now I know the dummy will say, should we attack them before we attack us? You idiot. Those people, they are attacking you for the last 20 years. You want to wait for them and they attack you? I mean, they kill your people every day. You know, this is why I find people, they are really weird and stupid. Oh, you want us to attack them even they don't attack? What do you mean even they attack Israeli every day? If you go and count right now, in the last year, 365 days, how many attack is done by Hamas? You will not believe it. So why want to wait? I mean, they gather by tens of thousands. And you want to wait? You wait for what? And instead of now the whole world is complaining, you are bombing building, there are civilians, there is etc. Okay, whatever. What about you? They are in the street, gather in front of you, tens of thousands. Why you did nothing? Simply, none of those are leaders. Those are businessmen. They don't care who died. They don't care who live. They care how to become in the office. Trump, he worshipped the office. He worshipped money too, because office mean money. Do you think those people, they really care for just office? Or office is money and money is office? So when Hamas, they go and march by tens of thousands, and the Israeli are watching, the American are watching, everybody is watching. Nobody complaining. Nobody do anything. Nobody do anything. Why? Because simply, we don't have leaders. Look at this. Let me show you. Look how many. Do you see? All of those are Hamas. They are marching in the street openly, in the main street of Gaza. This is the main street of Gaza. They are not hiding. Where was the Israeli war machine? Where was the Mossad? They are watching. I mean, they were broadcasting live on air, actually. All of those are Hamas. What they were doing. And they are armed. Those are not civilian, those are Hamas fighters. Just less than 48 hours before the attack in October 7. Do you see the rocket launchers? They are in the street. Destroy them. Now they are looking for them. They cannot find them. So when they were above the ground, they did nothing. When they are hiding, they are looking for them. People don't want me to talk about against Trump because simply they are stupid people. So Trump, he will become in the office again and he will support Qatar again. And instead of saying to him, shame on you, you know what, if you do that, we will not vote for you. Instead of learning from their stupid mistakes, which caused the death of thousands of innocent people, they don't want to even talk about it. They don't talk about Trump. This is their God. All of them, they support Hamas. Netanyahu supported Hamas. Trump, he supported Hamas. Biden, he supported Hamas. Because the second you support Qatar, you are supporting Hamas. This is where the money coming from. It's not a secret that every single member of Hamas is paid by Qatar. And not to make it more funny, they gave the money to Israel, and Israel gave the money to Qatar. If you don't believe me, go check. Which means Israel is funding Qatar by agreeing that Qatar can give money. You know, they said to themselves, okay, that's good. You know, I mean, Qatar spend their money on them and them. It's better than us paying for the electricity. Let Qatar pay for their gas. Let Qatar pay for their schools. But did you ask yourself why Qatar is supporting them? Why not Saudi Arabia? Why not Pakistan? Why nobody? I mean, why Qatar? It's a small, tiny country. What is the secret? The secret is very simple. Hamas is from the same party, the Muslim Brotherhood, of the ruler of Qatar, the scumbag, and Erdogan. On the other hand, the Saudi, they consider them an enemy. Emirat consider Hamas an enemy. Not because they love Israel, no, but because Muslim Brotherhood, which is Hamas, want to take over those countries. And now we have to go and see the plan of Obama. Look at this. I mean, this is in the street. This is just 48 hours before the attack on Israel. 48 hours. Not 40 years before. 48 hours. Where was the Israeli army and the intelligence, and where was Netanyahu? No, Saudi Arabia never support Hamas. That's not true. You know, people, they say stupid things like Saudi Arabia. They actually, you know, in Saudi Arabia, if you are a Muslim Brotherhood, you will be executed. Literally. In Saudi Arabia, Muslim Brotherhood are terrorist organization. So this is not true. Don't say stupid things. They are wanted in Qatar, sorry, in Emirat. They are wanted in Saudi Arabia. They are wanted in Bahrain. They are wanted in Egypt. They are wanted in Syria. But hold on. So why in Syria? Yes, in Syria. But isn't Syria support Hamas? They support Hamas, killing Palestinian, sorry, or killing Israeli, but they don't support Hamas in Syria. It's a very dirty politics. And look at this. They are going in the street with all of this, and Israel did nothing. Totally nothing. No, look at this show. You know? They showed them all their weapon. They put all their weapon in the street. 48 hours before the attack. And the Israeli did absolutely nothing. And now they are looking for them. And they cannot find them. So what the problem? What today is our topic? What is exactly the topic today? Is it to complain about what Hamas is doing? No, terrorists, they do what terrorists do. Terrorists do what terrorists do. And Islamic religion is the religion of terrorism. So I don't blame terrorists for doing what terrorists do. Then what is the problem? The problem that we have no leaders. They always compromise. They are potatoes. They worship money. They have no ethic. They have no God except Mr. Dollar. And they don't care. In fact, the reason they did what they did in a massive way lately, because look, I mean, we can go in the street and nobody can stop us. And then we have to go to Obama. Many years ago, I don't know, you know, how many of you remember, I made a video. At that time, Obama just was elected. Obama was just elected. I made a video and I said, and actually I said that too in the radio show with Osama Dakdok. If you know Osama Dakdok, you can watch it. The show is still there. As soon as Obama became a president, the Islamic terrorism flourished. Why? Because they have a Muslim in the White House. The first thing the Muslim in the White House did, he went to Egypt and he started reciting Quran. If you don't remember, you can go right now and search for the speech of Obama in Cairo. Or even Obama, even when he is not in Egypt, he was reciting Quran to the point even he make a mosque in the White House and he gave the Muslims a day of holiday. And in the top of that, every Ramadan, Obama, he go in TV and he make a speech about the month of Ramadan. And yet he claimed to be Christian, remember. The month of what? The month of Ramadan. What the American have to do? Muslims in USA is not even 1 to 200%. Even like in calculation, they say 1%. Because the majority of the Muslims who they are in America, they are the nation of Islam. And those aren't Muslims. Those are just racist group, like the KKK, but they are the black version of it. So Obama, when he took the office, the plan is perfect. Time is perfect. It's the same as when Muhammad, he conquered his enemies. The Roman, they were fighting with the Persian for a long time, and they were, you know, totally, let us say, tired from war, 300 years of war. So both, they were exhausted. And Muhammad, he found the door open. And this is exactly what happened in the time Obama became a president. Turkey is a Muslim Brotherhood. Egypt, in a miraculous way, after Obama became president, they become Muslim Brotherhood. Jordan, more than 90% of population are Muslim Brotherhood. Syria is not. In fact, Syria is anti-Muslim Brotherhood. So they started war in Syria in 2010. What is the purpose? Is to make Syria Muslim Brotherhood. And what does that mean? That means we have Muslim Brotherhood all around Israel. Massive size of land, including Turkey. Hillary Clinton, after they killed Gaddafi, Obama, he sent Hillary Clinton to meet with one person in Libya. He was the head of the Muslim Brotherhood. Suddenly, Muslim Brotherhood, they are going to be in control of Libya too. Not only that. Are we done? No. Surprisingly, Obama, he was able to make Tunisia Muslim Brotherhood. So what we have now? We have all this Muslim Brotherhood. All of this. I don't know why this program is doing this. It's deleting my line. So now we have all the way from Turkey. If we erase those lines, no, this eraser is erasing too much. Let us make it small and go back here. All right. So now we have a state goes all the way from Turkey. Obama, he gave more than $600 million to Muslim Brotherhood in Syria so they can destroy the Syrian regime, which is anti-Muslim Brotherhood. They gave them even anti-tanks missiles, very advanced war equipment. All of this through Turkey, as you know. So the plan was working perfectly. Everything is working so fine. Obama plan is really glory, like going crazy. Then surprise, surprise, something happened against the plan of Obama. Emirat, they discover that the Muslim Brotherhood, which is Hamas, they are going to take a coup, to do a coup against the royal family, or let us say who is ever ruling. They are not royal. So Emirat suddenly start, arresting Hamas member or Muslim Brotherhood member, and same in Bahrain. So the plan was to take over Emirat and Bahrain, and in the same time the Saudi, they discover that the Muslim Brotherhood, they want to make a queue in Saudi Arabia. So do you imagine what is the plan? The Muslim Brotherhood, by doing so, they will be controlling almost all the Middle East. And they will make a huge state all the way from Greece, which is Turkey today. This is the land of Greece. All the way, including Emirat, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and all the money they have and all the oil they have. And Egypt have a massive 100 million population. Turkey is almost the same. That was the plan. But when the Saudi, they discovered that the Muslim Brotherhood, they are trying to take over them, Muslim Brotherhood start getting busted in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Same as in Emirat. The plan is demolishing slowly, or actually fast. Same in Bahrain. Those are three countries, they announced Muslim Brotherhood to be an enemy, and anyone he joined them, he will be jailed and mostly will be executed. Then, surprise, surprise, something against the will of Obama, 35 million Egyptian, they went in the street of Egypt against the Muslim Brotherhood government. Remember, Muslim Brotherhood now control Egypt. And Obama, at that time, he threatened the army of Egypt if they join with those people against the elected government, quote unquote. Elected. Obama, he cared for election. Suddenly the people on the street, he don't care for them. The president of Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood is president, is elected. So he made a threat, he will stop any assistance to Egypt. The Egyptian army, they took over and they throw the president of the Muslim Brotherhood in jail. Obama, he put sanctions on Egypt. And he threatened Egypt severe penalty. European Union condemned Egypt. Some of them want to stop buying and selling from them because they want Muslim Brotherhood to be there. The scumbag Obama, he convinced European countries that if we have Muslim Brotherhood, which is Hamas, those are moderate terrorist group. They are not like ISIS. No, those are nice ones, not Al-Qaeda. So the plan is we will replace Al-Qaeda by a nicer version of Islamic State. And that's why I said at that time, Obama will not leave the office until he starts an Islamic State. So, but anyway, surprises start happening in this area, you know. Let us expand the map a little bit. Syria, which is supposed to will be controlled by the Muslim Brotherhood by the help of Obama and Egypt and Iran, and some European countries, and for sure the money of Qatar. Suddenly, a more aggressive group appeared. It's called ISIS. And they took over Syria. They control most half of Syria and almost half of Iraq, or maybe more of Iraq. And that was additional big problem for the Muslim Brotherhood, because now they cannot compete with ISIS. ISIS is more criminals than those, way more. So the dream in Saudi Arabia collapsed. The dream in Bahrain collapsed. The dream in Emirat collapsed. The dream in Egypt is gone. And even Libya. Since Obama is left, things have changed in Libya. So now there is two groups. One is sponsored by the American, which is the Muslim Brotherhood, and part is sponsored by the Russian, which is you know, the anti-Muslim Brotherhood. And the same happened in Syria. Obama, the Muslim, was supporting the terrorist Muslim Brotherhood. Putin get involved, and then he demolished their plan. And he demolished too ISIS plan. In fact, American did not do much in Syria fighting ISIS. It was the Russian did way more. American, they come at the end. And then they made a deal with the Kurdish. So the plan was really big. And if I know about it, do you think that Trump don't know about it? Do you think the Congress don't know about it? Do you think the senators don't know about it? Do you think the intelligence of every single European country do not know about it, and a guy in YouTube, he knew about it? All of them, they knew about it. Muslim Brotherhood right now controlling major schools in Europe. And usually they enter into society by making a group like Interfaith, a bridge of peace, Islamic library. They want to open Islamic library in Stanford University. Donation, you know, from us. We will donate a library. Just please let us choose our librarians, who they are, Muslim Brotherhood, and then we'll start recruiting people to join their terrorist group and even convert people to Hamas. And this is why you see in your colleges, right now as we speak, a lot of people supporting Hamas. Did you ask yourself how, when, why? Why? Why those students did not notice that, okay, you know, those people they killed. Did you see the videos burning people, raping women, children? They don't care. That's it. They support Hamas. They were able to betray the society in the West, especially through the hippies, the feminine, the homosexual. Actually, today as we speak, there was a protest in the front of New York stock market. If you look at the protest, who are they there? You will see homosexual, the feminine, and Jews, Orthodox Jews. I look at the video, I found not even very few, they were like even Palestinians, or let us say Muslims. It was Jews. Jews are holding the flag of Hamas. I'm not joking. And then, in the top of that, we have some so-called Christians, so we should spit at them. And the Jews, oh, those are the one who make Jews convert to Christianity, we spit at them. So then we have two groups of dummies spitting at each other, and Hamas is going to kill you both. Both of you. You know, in the Middle East, when I was a kid, you know, in Arabic they say, which mean Saturday first, Sunday come second. You know, I did not understand. I mean, I heard it many times. Teachers say it, but I know, like, I mean, this is normal. Saturday first, Sunday next. I never know what this is mean. But then when I start learning, growing in age, I learned that they meant we kill the Jews first, and then we kill the Christians second. So those who they are anti-Jews or anti-Israel today, including the Jews, those are evil people. If you are a person who claims to be a Christian and you pray for the destruction of Israel, in fact, you are praying for your own destruction. After they finish with Israel, they will come to your home. After they finish destruction of Israel, you are next. Saturday first, Sunday next, which means Saturday we slaughter the Jews, Sunday we slaughter the Christians. In fact, if there's no Israel, what do you think, where the target will be of the terrorist will be? What is the target? Now all the focus is in the Jews. So the Jews are taking your pain, actually. The Jews are taking your pain. Look, there's a guy, his name is Pope. He's saying you are wrong, CP. I am from the Middle East. I am an Arab. I grew up there. I study Islamic religion, and this donkey saying to me, you are wrong, CP. Can you believe it? You are wrong, CP. We spend our life living between the terrorists, and then a guy, his name is Pope, he is saying to me, Bob, you are wrong, CP. He knew it all. He was there. He grew up there. He speaks their language. Dummies. And then he will see somebody, he will start using biblical words and say, see, the Jews, they refuse Jesus, so they are not Israel no more. Shame on you. You are a certified donkey. You forgot that Paul is a Jew. You forgot that you as a Christian today, you are a Christian because the Jews brought Jesus to you. You forgot that Jesus is born between the Jews. You forget that Mary was a Jew. You forget that all the prophets, we are so amazed by their teaching, they were Jews. Shame on you. Those who hate Jews, they hate Christ. You see, when the Bible condemns Jews, it's condemning the act. But don't we condemn the act of Christians too? Isn't it Jesus says, from their fruit you shall know them? When somebody do wrong, how many videos I made against someone, he claimed to be a rabbi, his name is Tuiva Singer. Did I? Did I make videos about a guy, his name is James White, he is supposedly a Protestant? Did I make videos about even against the Pope, speaking about how dumb, stupid he is? Did I speak about anyone who says stupid things and wrong things? What does this have to do? Does that mean I hate Protestant people, or I hate Catholic, or I hate the Orthodox? So if I speak against the rabbi, who is a scumbag, obviously, does that mean we hate the Jews? So when the Bible speaks about Jews, remember that the same verse speaking about the Jews is said by the Jews, written by the Jews, given to you by the Jews. Who is Paul? Who is Peter? Who are the disciples of Jesus? So those people, when they want, they remember the Jews. When they want, they forget that we Christians, we learned about Jesus from the Jews. You know how divide and conquer? Who is the one who will get the benefit of dividing us and not supporting Israel? You know the answer. And if you say you do not know the answer, you are a liar, scumbag. Who is going to be hurt if we are united against the terrorist? The terrorist. As simple as that. Anyone who don't want to support Israel today, he is signing for his death certificate. Because those people, they will finish Israel and they will come to you. They are already in your country. In fact, they have Congress supporters in your country. 10 congressmen and women in the U.S. Congress, they are anti-Israel. What does that mean? They support Hamas. Already we have 10 elected by so-called American. They elect people support terrorists. And I say, I mean, I don't know, people, they are, look what I'm talking about, and look what people are asking me. Do Orthodox Christians believe in the original, you know, creed? Yes, they are Orthodox, which means they are the original, and they don't believe in that. What's wrong with people? Do you know what Orthodox mean? I mean, how in the world you ask such a question? Do the Orthodox believe in that? They are the Orthodox, which means they are before you. People know what Orthodox mean. Anyway, so do you see why Christian Prince, he don't allow people to attack each other by speaking against Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox? Do you know why? Because I know the devil, he love it. And I know the devil love to see us fighting. And I know, and I said many times, those who divide the Christian, they are serving the devil, even though they claim that they are reading the gospel. Some they are doing it intentionally, and some they are doing it because they are arrogant, stupid. No true Christians will divide the church. And no true Christian will say to someone he is a Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox, you will go to hell. Because it's not you or me who decide who will go to hell or not. It is Jesus. And he said, whoever believe in me and die will live. Who are you? Whoever believe in me. So do they believe in Jesus as God and Savior? Crucifixion? Do they believe? Or they don't? They do. Do they believe in him as an angel like Jehovah's Witnesses? No. So what is their problem? Divide and conquer. You know, in the Quran, the devil, he lay his plan to kill us. If you go to chapter 5, verse 14. In chapter 5, verse 14, and chapter 5, verse 64, you will find something very strange. The Hamas plan is open, the same as what we saw in their video, going in the street 2 days before the attack. Hamas plan is here that we will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians. So whoever spread hatred between the Christians, he is serving Hamas. He is serving the God of terrorists. This is his plan. That is the devil, obviously. In the other verse is about the Jews. Chapter 5, verse number 64. It says exactly the same. Allah will spread hatred between them. And that explains why there's Orthodox Jews going against Israel. They hate Israel. Do you see it? Do you see it? 2 verses in the Quran. Both of them saying that the God of Hamas will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians and the Jews. Chapter 5, verse number 14, and chapter 5, verse number 64. So we and the Jews, we have one plan from Allah. What is that? I'm going to spread hatred between those Christians. Each other. And I will spread hatred between the Jews, each other. And not only that. Muhammad, he went farther. He said, let us divide the Christian and the Jews. What he did? He gave this verse. In chapter 5, verse number 82, it says that the most close one to the Muslims is the Christians, and the most enmity is the Jews. So why Muhammad was killing the Christians? Why you want to spread hatred between the Christians? Here is the plan. Let us divide the Jews and the Christians. So Muhammad, he said to the Christian, don't worry, I'm not against you. I'm against the Jews. The Jews are the minority. I don't want to make the Christians wake up and see that I am their enemy. Let me finish the Jews first, and then I will go to the Christians. Saturday first and Sunday after. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this verse is to divide us, claiming that the most close people to Muslims are those who call themselves Christians. So why Muhammad is killing them? The plan is, in this verse, is to make the Jews and the Christians divided, so the Christians will not feel that they are under threat like the Jews, and they will leave them die alone. The same as what happened in the old days when the Ottoman attacked Constantinople. The west of Europe let the east of Europe die. Because, oh, they are just attacking the east of Europe. It's even different church. It's not even our church. Divide and conquer. Hamas is not just a group of people in Gaza. Only stupid people think so. Don't you know that Osama bin Laden is Hamas? Al-Zawahiri is Hamas? I'm serious. This is all our Muslim Brotherhood. All of those, even the Caliphate of ISIS is Hamas. He is from the Muslim Brotherhood. All these are the babies of the Muslim Brotherhood. You know, the Muslim Brotherhood, they have a logo, but most of you don't speak Arabic, you know. You do not know what the logo is about. Do you see the sword? Here you will see an Arabic word. Let us zoom in. You will see the Quran, right? But then there's a word in Arabic. Wa'iddu. What is that? A'iddu means prepare. Prepare for what? To kill the Christians and the Jews. Are you serious? Yes, I am. It is the first word in chapter 8, verse number 60. وَأَعِدُّوا لَهُمْ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن قُوَّةٍ وَمِن رِبَاطِ الْخَيْلِ تُرْهِبُونَ بِهِ عَدُوَّ اللَّهِ وَعَدُوَّكُمْ. What does that mean? Translation. Prepare for them. Let us use the Muslim translation. Prepare for them. Make ready against them all you can of power, including stead war. Now they are adding those words. It's not in the Quran for sure, tanks and planes, but they are replacing the horses, you know, with those things. The translation is false. Because in Arabic, it says it clearly, horses, etc., to do terror, turhibun. The translation took the word terror out and said to threaten the enemy. If we change the translator, this is who? Let us see. Hilali and Khan. False translation. Let us go to other scumbag. Arbery. Where is... See, we changed the translator. Look what happened. The first one, they add tanks and missiles, etc. In the Quran, there is horses, so you can install terror in the heart of the enemy. And if they convert to Islam, we go for peace. The same Quran saying, here says, if they incline for peace, you incline. That's good. I mean, look, they want peace. No. Muhammad, he signed peace when he was weak. As soon he got strong, he said what? He said Bara'ah. What Bara'ah mean? Wash my hands with all peace agreement. Freedom from all agreement. So Muhammad, he signed peace with his enemy until he prepared himself. And when he is ready with massive army, he sent them a bunch of his men to tell them, you have 4 months. 4 months. Either you leave the Arabian Peninsula or I'm going to slaughter you all. For a month. This is what happened when someone he is a donkey to believe that you can have peace with Islam. You know, Trump, he was so much proud about signing peace agreement with Emirates and Bahrain and Israel. In fact, this is not a peace agreement. This is a death warrant to Israel. Because now they can penetrate the system and they can go fly there. And they can even spy. And now they have even Jewish partner in Israel. Sound good. But those are the same people. They are the same people who believe in the death of Israel. They are against Hamas, yes. But they are not against the other groups. They are against Hamas not because Hamas believe in the death of Jews, no, but because Hamas want to take over their government. All of them, they believe in the same Quran, where in chapter 9, verse number 29 says, kill every single Christian and Jew unless he pay money or he die. All of them are the same. So when they oppose Hamas, they don't oppose Hamas because they are against terrorism. They oppose Hamas, as explained to you, and I showed you the map, because they found out that Hamas, or the Muslim Brotherhood, which is the same, they want to do a coup against the government, taking over Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Bahrain. So they are not against Hamas because they are good countries. They are all the same. If you open now any Islamic TV station in Emirates, in Kuwait, in Bahrain, in Qatar, in Saudi Arabia, all of them, they are praising the resistance. They call them resistance. All of them. Right now, as we speak, did you hear any of those leaders say the problem is Islam? They keep talking about Hamas, 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 Hamas. But nobody want to say that Hamas is what? What is Hamas? Not only that, you will hear like the previous prime minister of Israel, before Netanyahu, he went in the United Nations and he said, Prophet Muhammad is not anti-Semitist and he don't believe in killing the Jews. What? I mean, the guy, he tortured, he killed, and he himself was killed by the Jews because of what he did. The Jews themselves are defending Muhammad. The prime minister of this scumbag, the Prime Minister of Israel, saying that Muhammad is a good guy. And not only that, he loved the Jews. How you can win war against the devil when the devil is your prime minister? The same Biden who speak against Hamas now is the same one who quote Muhammad, the filthy Muhammad, just a year ago or 2 years ago. You remember? It's the Prophet Muhammad said, if someone sees something wrong, he should change it by his hand. Well, Hamas, they say Israel is wrong. And they are changing it by their hands. They took advice of Biden. Nobody want to say, they keep talking about anti-Semitism, 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 but nobody want to say who is the real one is anti-Semitism. Isn't it, this is Muhammad saying that time will come, and if a Jew want to hide behind a tree or a rock, the tree and the rock will speak and say, hey, hey, there's a Jew here behind me, kill him. Why they keep talking about Hamas, but nobody want to say that this is where the hate is coming from? This is where the hate coming from. This is not about the land. Every scumbag in the news, in the media, they keep talking, fighting over the land. This is not true. It's not over the land. It's religion. Everything Muslims they do is about religion. When the Ottoman occupied them for hundreds of years, no Muslim complained. Do you know that Egypt was ruled by more than 1,000 years, and not even one time the ruler was an Egyptian? More than 1,000 years. Nobody complained. Why? He's a Muslim. He's a Muslim. Even Albanian, they rule Egypt. Albanian. I mean, what the Albanian have to do with Egypt? They brought them as slaves. The problem is religion. It's not about a land. This is the root of hate. The Quran should be banned. Mosques should be closed. If you want to fight hate, you fight the ideology before you go and fight the terrorist. Because you kill a terrorist today, another terrorist will be born tomorrow, or even in the same moment. What is the benefit if we finish Hamas and then in the same day there's 10,000 baby from Hamas? Nobody want to say the truth. You don't have leaders. You have businessmen like Trump and Biden and all those garbage, and Netanyahu. And you know, when somebody speaks the truth, people go against him. Like, why are you talking against Trump? Stick with Islam, stick with Islam. But this is the problem. Those deaf, they don't want to hear. When they worship somebody, that's it. You cannot talk about him. Don't touch him. He's a fraud. Or don't talk about him. He's a liar. Or don't. Me, myself, I voted for Trump. Then again, actually, if you go for election, I don't have a choice. I mean, what, I vote for Biden or Trump? I have no choice. Trump still is better. But all of them are the same garbage. But there's a garbage can be better than other garbage. One is more smelly, let us say. And I wanted to say today, for those who they claim to be Christian, you will see somebody he claimed to be Christian, right away he quote a verse from the Bible, says, look what the Bible says about the Jews. But they don't want to quote for you what even Paul himself said about the Jews. They want to quote to you that the Jews, who the church is established on them, not on us. The first men and women who established the church of Christ, they were Jews. And anyone who denied that is no Christian. And the one who says to you, Israel is not Israel no more, is an idiot. For Israel is the same disciple of Jesus. Those are the true Jews. Be aware of false teachers who try to fool you. When one of you go and open and read, let us say the book of Acts, Galatian, Roman, I mean, you are reading who? Who you are reading? You are reading Jews talking. Those are Jews Christians. You forgot who they are? You forgot that those are the Israeli? And do you know how many Christians right now there's in Israel and how many Jews convert to Christianity every day? Do you want Hamas to finish them all? You want to join the long line of hippies who support the terrorists? And one of the things I want to mention too, like I see sometimes some Christian, they say, we pray for the peace of Palestine. What does that mean? That make me sick. Because the peace of Palestine, that means the death of Israel. This is what you're talking about, peace of Palestine. What is Palestine? Can you tell me? We pray for the peace of Palestine. Where is that? Don't you know that you cannot have two countries, either Palestine or Israel? Do you know that the size of all of Israel is not even the size of the farm of George Bush? George Bush farm in Texas is bigger than Israel. We pray for the peace of Palestine. Oh, and the other one, they said to you, pray for the innocent. We are the innocent. I mean, did you see them dancing, eating kids in the street when they come with dead women and dead children in their cars, Hamas? Did you see that? Did you see the civilian, the innocent, looting the houses of the Jews? We pray for the civilians, the innocent. Those are the innocent. So Hamas, they are coming from where? They grow like by themselves, like, the rain dropped some acid from the sky and they grow? What do you mean, the innocent? They protect them, they hide them. They don't, why the innocent don't tell the Israeli where is the hostages? Don't you know that those Hamas are their children's? Why the innocent don't call the Israeli army, hey, there's a rocket in our street, they will shoot you soon. The innocent. We live in a time where everybody is politically correct. And nobody have balls. I don't know how people have kids these days. I guess they are using toys. I saw the civilian coming. I saw a guy actually cannot walk. I saw a guy, he is walking in two sticks. He is coming to the Jews' houses behind a motorcycle or bicycle, and he is coming to loot. I mean, even the guy who is disabled is coming to loot. They took a toilet seat. The guy, he never saw a toilet seat. What is that toilet seat? Huh? This is Jewish toilet seat? Is there where the Jews shit? No shit. Let me take it with me. For memory. They say to you civilians. Who are they, those civilians? Until now, Israel did not do anything, really. I mean, if you ask me what they did exactly, nothing. And you know, the number of we killed, etc. I mean, who is counting? I don't know. Are you taking what Hamas is saying? Like 5,000 people killed? Who's counting? Hamas? Hamas, it's for their benefit to exaggerate, so the whole world will be upset. Oh, you killed 5,000 civilians. 6,000. The number jump in one day like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Who's counting? And why until now there's no invasion? Simply, the country was asleep. The army is not ready. The leaders are scumbag. Biden don't want them to launch the attack. He's waiting for something. How those people, they will win the war? You know, political correctness is the biggest disease ever. And the second it enter your home, even your own house, not just a country, or the second it enter your home is not a home no more. Everybody is politically correct. And nobody wants to see what's going on. Anyway, you know, for me, I believe that victory will be given to the victorious, and shame will be given to the coward one. And I understand very well that the Israeli army is very powerful, but obviously they have a very divided nation. If you look at the atmosphere before the attack, what was happening, the Jews are so busy, Israelis are so busy fighting each other. The society is collapsing, is divided. Perfect. Nobody is watching what the enemy is getting ready for. They are worried about the judges and who is going to be minister and prime minister. Jews are striking in the street against Netanyahu. Netanyahu shutting down the street. And the enemy is getting ready for a massive attack. And when they enter, there's no even soldiers in the borders. Those people, they trusted their censors. Censors, can you believe it? You trust a censor? Can you believe that all those areas where those villages of the Israeli, they don't even have a soldier close to them? And not only that, what if I tell you that the Israeli government, they forbid civilians from having weapons for a long time? They are the same as the garbage of the liberals here in USA. They want to strip citizens from arms. So what happened? When those people, they enter, when this filthy Hamas enter, nobody is there to resist them. Civilian, they have no arms. Only few of who serve in the IDF army, they have arms. Few. I saw a guy actually. He's very short. Let me see if I can find the video. I mean, honestly, if you see the guy, you would think that this guy, he cannot really fight anything. Let me see if I can find it. He is short. He have a big belly. I found the video. If you see him, honestly, you will laugh. There is no way you will think that this guy can't do anything. You know? I mean, me, myself, I was laughing. What? This is the guy? What? What they are talking about? He can't even, I don't think even he can run. I mean, the guy is so overweight. This is a guy, he stopped Hamas from killing a whole village. Very short, overweight, but he is heavily armed and he is very well trained. Tons of terrorists, they storm his village. And he is the only one is armed. They escaped and they thought there is a big army there. They escaped and they went to the second village. Do you see how short he is? Do you see how overweight he is? He is not physically fit, but he's a man who defend and protect his people. So the stupid government of Israel, they forbid their own citizens from having weapon. Yet Hamas, 500 meters away, they have all what we showed you on YouTube. So we allow the terrorists to have all this massive weapon, and their own people they are not allowed to hold guns. Somebody saying this is propaganda. What propaganda? I mean, the people, they witness what he did. Propaganda, guys, propaganda. The people in the village, they witness what he did. It's propaganda. So this is what you have in Israel. You have government after government. They became more liberal, more politically correct. They defend Muhammad and defend Islam, and because they don't want, they don't want to aggravate the Muslims, they don't want to make them angry. So let us say Muhammad is a good guy, Prophet Muhammad is amazing. We can make fun of Jesus, but we have to protect Muhammad because Muslim will be upset. They did everything they can, hoping that that will stop the terrorist from being terrorist. And the terrorists, they proved them wrong. Anyway, I just wanted to share my thought with you, and you don't have to agree or disagree. I mean, you can disagree with me, but me, myself, as a Christian, I say to you, A Christian who supports anyone against Israel is a false Christian. It doesn't matter if he's a bishop. It doesn't matter if he is a leader in a church. It doesn't matter if his beard is 10 meters long or 1 centimeter short. He is a false man. He is a false man. No Christian will support the filthy terrorist of Islam unless he is the devil himself and he side with the devil. The Lord, he said that from their fruits you shall know them. And if you are a Christian, show me your fruits. In fact, me myself, if I'm not from the Middle East, I'm not an Arab, I will go and join the Israeli army right as now we speak. But I know they won't trust me. They won't maybe allow me to go in the airport, even though I have an American passport. But do I blame them? But if I could, I will be in the front line fighting against the filth of Islam. Somebody is saying there's a Coptic bishop supporting Hamas. As I said, those are stupid people. You see, there's people they support because they are ignorant. They are politically correct. They are dummy. And they are stupid. Anyone who is educated, and not only that, if you live in Islamic countries, what do you expect those Christians to say? I will make it simple for you. If a Christian prince here live in the Middle East, do Christian prince have a chance to say what he said today for 1 second? Just be honest with yourself. Do you think I can say what I said now? And what will happen after a second of saying it? How many scumbag will be in the front of my house and burning my house and burning inside the house? So those who live in the Middle East, they are just practicing taqiyya. They are hypocrite, they are false Christians, and they support anything the Muslim they say support. You will find them in Lebanon, you will find them in Egypt, you will find them in Iraq, because the one who is in charge is the Muslims. And those potatoes, they are just ducks. And they will say what the terrorists asked them to say. Do you think a bishop who live in Egypt, he dare to say Muhammad is a scumbag, he is a criminal, he is a rapist? They don't. He cannot. There's a consequences. So don't speak about what they say. This guy, he is a Coptic, this guy. Understand that if people who live in New York, they are supporting Hamas, why the one is under the threat of the terrorist, him and his family, will speak the opposite? But you know, a true Christian, he will not fear anyone. Isn't it this is what the disciples, they suffer from? We as a Christians, we are strong and stronger when we are discriminated, not the opposite. When the church door is open and everything is relaxed, people don't come to the church, mostly. When discrimination happened, suddenly people, they become religious. But no, this is not the reason. What happened is that when discrimination happened, the only one stay as a believer is the true believer. When there's no discrimination, people buy cross from Amazon and wear it. You don't know who is the Christian, who is the pimp, who is the drug dealer. You don't know. Everybody wearing cross. And this guy, his name is John. That guy, his name is Christian. That guy, this woman, her name is Mary. All of them are Christians, aren't they? No, they are not. But when there's discrimination, all those will drop. And the only one to stay is the Christians, the true Christians, who they are willing to die for their faith. And a true Christian, my friend, he cannot deny that the Bible we are reading in our house, in our hand, is served to us by the Jews. And those are the Jews and Christians. When you read what Peter said, even when you read what Jesus said, is written to you by the hand of Jews who worship Jesus and love Jesus and died for the sake of Jesus. So shame on you to be claiming to be Christian and you say, I am against the Jews. For all the disciples of Jesus are the Jews. If there's any Christian here, he hate Paul? Do you? What about the rest of the disciple? Which one of them you hate? Bill, you see, when the Bible rebuke, if I rebuke one Christian here, let me show you what Bella said, just to give you an example how people think. I don't know what Bella she is trying to say, but just to give you an example. This is what Bella posted for us. I don't know if Bella is a male or female, I'm not sure. But if we ask Bella, hey Bella, who was talking in Roman? Who is the one who was talking in Roman 10? You know, I find it very funny and very weird how people, and they quote for you a verse. That's, you know, that's it. But who is the one who wrote the verse for you? Is he an Indian? Is an Arab? Is he a Roman? Is he a Japanese? Who is the one who's talking? So even when there is a verse, it might be sound negative. It's written to you by the Jews. The Jews are rebuking the Jews. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not against the Jews. They are the Jews. Do you understand, people? They are the Jews. They are the hardcore Jews. Paul was not just a Jew. So don't take a verse and say, what does this mean? That is stupid of you. The same as I say to you, when you say something stupid, I say this is stupid to you. But doesn't mean I hate the Christians. I am the Christian. So be aware of his stupidity and don't misquote the Bible. And always remember one thing. Alfro teacher, get out of here, filthy women. Hardcore sounds sexy. Get out of here, scumbag women. We are talking about war and death and women being slaughtered and children's. And she's talking about hardcore sexy. Get out of here. Trash. Garbage in, garbage out. I just blocked her. I mean, what you can say, it's internet, you know. It's a dude? It's a dude, okay. You know, I thought it's a female. Anyway, I think the picture of a female. Anyway, so listen to me carefully. The whole world is against Israel. And this is not a fair fight. You know, when I was a kid, I used to go a lot in fights. None of them is mine. Honestly, usually I don't really, nobody fight with me, you know. Once I saw two guys beating one guy. I just joined the one guy. I don't know him, I don't know why. I know he is short, he is skinny. He cannot fight those two guys. And then after we finished, he said to me, thank you, like, do I know you? I said, no. He said, so why you support me? I said, none of your business, just go. I walk him to the end of the street to be sure nobody will follow him. I don't know him. And mostly even he's a Muslim. I could not take it to see two guys beating one guy. Short, skinny, younger than them. The whole world is against this tiny, small nation. And the Bible speaks about that. That nations will gather against Israel. Don't be one of them. The one who curses Israel, he will be cursed. For Israel, sooner or later, for Jerusalem, sooner or later, is going to be the city of the Lord. You better understand that. So anyone, he claimed to be Christian, and he say he hate Israel, he is no Christian. He is just a hate monger. Stupid, ignorant. He did not know his book. It doesn't matter if you claim to be a bishop. They can quote for you all the words they want in the Bible against Jews. But you need to remember one thing, that those who say those words are Jews too. Correct? I can go right now and quote for you what the book of Revelation says. I can quote for you even what Ezekiel said. Is Ezekiel is anti-Jews? Like when the Old Testament says, Israel, why you are acting like a prostitute? I mean, look how insulting. Or maybe this guy is anti-Jews too. So don't be stupid and don't quote a verse. When people are going with God, God is with them. And if there is only 10 righteous in a city, that city belongs to God. When God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, if there is only 10 righteous left in the city, God will not destroy it. So don't be foolish. And don't follow the trend. And don't be a victim of false media. Israel, they have the right to defend themselves. And actually, I'm against everything Israel is doing by signing peace agreement. They don't understand that it doesn't matter how many peace agreements you do sign, they will be after you. Either you or them. They are just waiting until they have their nukes. Imagine if Egypt have nukes, if Jordan have nukes, if Syria have nukes, and Iran have nukes, and Hezbollah have nukes, what will happen to Israel? It's taken them all this time. For a militant, they have a small rockets. What if they have nukes? What will happen? And I say to you, the nukes are coming. It's just a matter of time. And one of them have to finish the other one first. The question who? Either Israel is going to finish the nukes of Iran before the Iranian army attack them, or Iranian, they are going to get their nukes ready and finish Israel first. Why Pakistan does not use nukes? Pakistan don't even have a fuel for it. I mean, this country cannot go in war. If they go in war, they are bankrupt already. You see, war is costly. War is not a joke. Why Egypt don't invade Israel no more? Egypt are, you know, they don't even have money for bread. They don't. The Muslim countries, there's a few of them, they have too much money, like Qatar. They don't know what to do with it. And there's other countries, they don't have money at all. Huge population versus a small population. So Qatar have a small, tiny population, a lot of gas. So the money is like rain. Egypt have gas. They do. But the population is so huge. So the money disappear in a second. So those who have huge population, they are bankrupt. They cannot pay even for bread. Actually, until now, we give money assistance to Egypt to buy bread. Same as Pakistan. They have nukes, but do they dare to use them? If Pakistan no go in war with India, can they handle the war for 5 days? All the Arab around Israel, they went against Israel in war, same as October 7, October 6. Syria, Iraq, Egypt, even Libya joined, even Moroccan army, even, you know, I mean, from everywhere. They lost miserably. But do you know why? Because the Israelis were ready. What happened this month is horrible because Israelis were asleep. And that's what happened when somebody, he trusts himself too much. He became so proud. And he think he's so strong. Like, who is going to hit me? Who dare? Somebody said, Christian Prince, you made a subscribe to tell you no one cares about you. My friend, obviously you don't. That's why you subscribed. I don't know why they did hide your message. I'm not sure. I was going to take a screenshot. So this Abdul, he don't care about me. But Muslims around the world made videos against me. The Pakistani government, they keep sending complaint about Christian Prince, but nobody care about you, Christian Prince. Who care about you? The Iranian TV, they made videos about my videos many years ago, but nobody care about you. Obviously. Muslim, they flood Amazon. Please ban the books of a Christian Prince. We put them back. Because you don't care about my books, don't you? All of you don't care. Obviously. We made Muhammad a joke. And we made tens of thousands laugh at Islam. You know, I remember many years ago, I saw a comment, somebody making a comment about the Muslim. He said, hey, you know, you a man worshipper. Man worshippers, this is what they say, right? And then I saw a comment, someone answering saying, hey, legs worshippers, shin worshipper. So I click at the name because I want to see who's the one saying that. All of us, we knew that I am the one who started teaching the Christians how to answer the Muslim about this. They are worshipping a shin. They don't accept Jesus the man to be God, but they accept him a God who is a shin. I click and I found that the one who posting that, you know, the comment is not even 10 years old. I was so happy to see so. 10 years old. He responded to the Abdul saying, you are a shin worshipper. Those are worshipper shins. Muslims worship two things: the shin of Allah and their penis. And the shin of Allah is worshipped because of their penis, which means the shin is not the purpose. The shin is a tool to get into heaven, and then they worship their penis. Everything about the religion is about penis. Why Hamas wanna go and do jihad? For the sake of penis. Why they rape dead women? Because they are people of penis. Why they rape children? Because they are penis army. It's a penis religion. Why Muhammad, he promised them an endless penis? You tell me. Endless penis, why? Because this is the penis God religion. Everything is about penis. Penis here, penis there, penis everywhere. Otherwise, if God is not the God of penis, they will not promise, their God will not promise them endless penis. I challenge any Muslim to tell me why your penis will be endless in heaven if your religion is not about penis. And by the way, I'm not going to ask you how you can have even sex with it. I mean, if your wife is next to you and your penis is endless, what you would do with that? I mean, how you will have sex? How you even can carry it? How you can walk with it? Do you walk backward? Imagine you are a man 90 miles tall. 90 miles tall. The woman, she will be 30 miles tall. Hey Muslims, what's wrong with you? So you are 90 miles tall and 1 meter wide? Is that a worm? Is that a snake? You are 90 miles tall. Now for sure, this is depend on who is telling the story. You know, or you know, do you remember what Mimi Hijab he did? Anyone remember Mimi Hijab? Mimi Hijab, he made a video to refute errors in the Quran. And he spoke about why Adam is so tall. Why? What's you really can refute that? Yes, brother, we can refute that. No way. No, you must be kidding. No, I'm not kidding. It's true. It's true. I'm telling you, it's true. How tall Adam, brother? How tall he was? Oh, he was 60 cubit tall, long. And then what happened to Adam? He shrank? Yes, brother, he shrank. What is the story of Adam? Hold on. This is Mimi Hijab trying to correct the lies of his prophet. I mean, you know, Muhammad, he is like an idiot of the village who cannot keep his mouth shut. And then the Abduls today, they want to fix this idiot statement. So he keeps saying stupid things, and the Muhammadan, they want to fix it. What we can do? Our prophet is stupid. He cannot keep his mouth shut. Somebody tell Muhammad to shut his mouth. So this guy, he is going to solve the problem. And then he made a long speech about it.
Today, inshallah, we're going to be dealing with a hadith.
Did you notice he said inshallah? This is after I taught him to say inshallah. Before he never said.
Hadith, which references Adam alayhi salam, a prophet of Islam, as being 60 cubits tall.
And by the way, he's a prophet of Islam. Hey, Abdul, he was a prophet to whom? I mean, the guy is the only guy in the earth. And then he's a prophet of Islam? Really? What the book is here? What the book name?
Which is like 27 meters. And they say this
only? Are you sure?
This is unbelievable and impossible.
Really, why?
Before we get to this hadith.
And then he make a long speech, but none of it is about answering. I will skip the 10 minutes. Still he is talking. He did not answer yet.
Handle that size? Well, it's only inconceivable on the basis of analyzing today's human anatomy. That's the first thing. The second thing we may say is, someone could say, well, we talked about the biological problems, fossilization. How comes there is no fossil record?
What are you talking about? You? How come? Like, you know, I mean, by the way, I skipped the video. He's talking like for the last 13 minutes, 15 minutes. Still, he did not say anything. Maybe somebody was saying, somebody was saying, somebody was saying. Then you watch after 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes, still he didn't answer. Like, what the heck? How in the world Adam is that tall? The answer, he shrinked.
Of such a huge human. The National Science Foundation says that 99.9%, 99.9, oh my, 99.9% of species have not undergone fossilization. So fossilization, you expect to find one
really
specimen of a fossil of a human that, we don't know, tens or 100,000, whatever it is, years that he existed before.
Hold on. What do you mean one? So Adam, when he had sex, he did not make babies, and his babies, they were short right away. I mean, they see the stupidity. Abdul, isn't it Adam? He have a wife and they have babies. So what the baby, if the guy, he is 30 meters tall or 60 meters tall, what the baby size will be? Sardine. We do not need to find the bones of Adam. What about, okay, so why the Muslim, they have all those graves? If you type, we change the topic, but just for fun. If you type the grave of Prophet Adam, you will find the Muslims, even they have a grave for Adam and Eve together. Not only Adam, they found even Eve. Yes, brother, yes. Look, this is Adam and Eve grave. And this is another grave for Adam. The same guy is buried in many places. And look how tall the grave is. Are you sure that Adam was not the founder of Subway? What a stupid cult. Look, I mean, I'm very well. You know, this, what a stupid religion. Grave of Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, in Sri Lanka. Like what? He died in Sri Lanka? Is it Sri Lankan? Yes, brother. And all of this because of the influence of Hinduism, you know, on Islam. You will notice the black stone, many things. All of it is coming from the influence of the Hindus. Even the clothing the Muslim they wear for Hajj, the way they shave their head, the sheet they have around them, it's exactly the same as the Buddhists and the Hindus. The rituals, the sandal, even the leather kind, the details is exactly the same as, and the black stone, the vagina. Anyway, I don't want to keep you here for long. The Abdul is more, they are so upset from me. I say to the Abdul, if you are really a person who care for peace, then tell your scumbags, like those Hamas, not to attack their neighbors and kill women and children. And then you come and cry, please, ceasefire, please. No ceasefire, until you learn your lesson. That for everyone you kill, there's a consequence, big consequence. And the Israeli, if they stop attack on Gaza, before they teach you the consequence, they are making a very stupid mistake. And until now, for me, I think they did not do anything good. They have to go and clean the earth of Gaza from Hamas and whoever support Hamas. And I hope they will show no mercy because the one who show mercy with terrorists is an idiot. Those who don't believe in mercy don't deserve mercy. As simple as that. Wicked men, the Lord said, peace to those who believe in peace, and no peace for the wicked men. No peace. Wicked men should not give in peace. They are wicked. You give them peace, they kill you. They are like a snake. You invite a snake to your house, what the snake would do? The snake would do what a snake do. As simple as that. So don't be stupid and give peace to the terrorist. Finish it. So in the future, they will learn that your kids are priceless, and the price is heavy, and death is the penalty for the one who killed. That's what the Bible says. The one who lived by the sword shall die. And that is justice. Erdogan is the same scumbag. All of them, they are Muslim Brotherhood. We mentioned Qatar, Erdogan, etc. They are Muslim Brotherhood. Muslim Brotherhood should be banned, not only Hamas, because Hamas is just a brigade of the Muslim Brotherhood. Trump, he was a potato. He spoke about doing it. As soon they pay him money, suddenly the Muslim Brotherhood are his people. I lost respect to this man, and I pray that our coming leader in this country will not be a businessman. We are sick of them, money worshippers. We need leaders who have ethic, who they are not for sale, who they are not politically correct, who they are believers, not a bunch of scumbag. For them, everything is money and business. I want to say thank you all for being here. I don't want to keep you longer. And I say, again, I'm a Christian prince. I support Israel. I stand with Israel. And if I have to, if the Israeli allow me, I will be happy to join their army to defend Israel. God bless you all. God is good, so is Jesus. And let us wait for tomorrow. And tomorrow, we pray, is going to bring us a better news. Take care.